Morning children. Today we are going to discuss chapter 12 Times of Emergency. In this chapter we will discuss natural disasters or natural calamities like earthquakes, tsunami, floods, cyclones and volcanic eruptions, etc. Let's talk about natural disaster. Emergencies that cause a serious threat to life and property are called natural calamities. Now, first we discuss earthquake. The shaking of Earth's crust is called an earthquake. Earthquakes cause a great deal of damage to life and property. So, what precautions should we take if there is an earthquake? First, move to an open area. Second, do not stand near hanging pots or windows after an earthquake. Third, keep away from electric poles and trees. Now, we talk about tsunami. Tsunami is a series of huge waves that occur after an undersea earthquake or a volcanic eruption. So, what should we do if there is a tsunami? First, quickly run to a higher land. Second, quickly move far away from the coast area. Third one is volcanic eruption. A volcanic eruption occurs when the hot magma under the earth's surface is forced out of cracks. Now next, landslide. A landslide occurs when a big rocks or mud slide down the mountain slopes. It can cause heavy damage of life and property. Next one is cyclone. These are stormy winds moving in a circular motion. Winds blow at a high speed. These can cause extensive loss to life and property. Next one is flood. Flood occur in area which receive heavy rainfall. The rivers overflow the surrounding areas. Flood can damage crops, properties, animals as well as human life. Next, drought. Drought are long dry spell with little or no rainfall. They cause damage to soil, crops, animals and even humans. Now next, consequence of natural calamities. In case of an occurrence of a disaster, the local government, the national or international, non-international government organizations support the affected people. Hospital, fire brigades and the police rush to provide emergency services. Doctors treat the injured at mobile clinics. The army clears roads and bridges and repairs them. If damaged, they conduct rescue and relief operations. Do you know children? We should have emergency kit or first aid at our home. Sometimes we need to provide medical aid to a patient before any help arrives. The emergency treatment given to the patient before the arrival of a doctor hour before the patient is taken to a hospital is called first aid. There are certain steps if we get cut and bound. If we get cut and bound or scratches, then clean the affected area with a cotton dipped in an antiseptic lotion. Second, to stop bleeding, cover the wound with a thick pad of cotton wool and press it gently. If the cut is due to any metal object, the victim requires an anti-tetanus. So, now if people burns, run cold water over the burned area for at least 10 minutes. Apply antiseptic cream, coconut oil or paste of baking powders on the wound and cover it with a clean cloth to prevent infection. Fainting. If a person faint or unconscious, make the person lie down with head held low so that there is a sufficient blood supply to the brain. Do not crowd near the person so that he or she gets fresh air to breathe. Nose bleed. Make the person sit upright with the head held back. Ask the patient to breathe through the mouth and not from the nose. Apply an ice pack. Next one is sprain. In case of sprain, apply ice pack on the affected area till the swelling decreases. Apply a pain relieving ointment like Iodex on the affected part. Next, fracture. A fracture is a break or crack in the bone. We can do the following. First, tie a sling if the fracture in the arm. Tie a splint in the case of a broken leg. Take the victim to the doctor. Next, dog bite. Many times we are bitten by the animals. We should do the following in such a case. Wash the wound properly with a soap and water. Take a victim to a doctor to get an anti-rabies injection. Now we have completed this chapter. So we will meet in a next video.